the winner, a preferred starter in the upcoming Race of Champions out at the Flemington, New Jersey Speedway on October 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. Ladies and gentlemen, 24 of the best open-wheel drivers on hand tonight. The headlining division about to take the green flag. 40 laps to distance. Tucker Reynolds, a rookie, down on the inside of Vinny Anglace. Moose Hewitt making a bid to the inside, looking for the runner-up honors here on the very first circuit. Donnie Bedell not far behind. A host of heavy hitters starting close to the front tonight. This is going to be an extremely fast pace in this 40-lap feature event. As you can see, the field getting strung out rather rapidly. Tucker Reynolds out front, leading his first 2 laps in feature competition. Moose Hewitt in hot pursuit. Vinny Anglace is back to third. Donnie Bedell runs fourth in car number 1. Looks as though it's the 3 of Jimmy Broderick rounding out the top 5. Then it's Phil Rondeau, Jerry Pearl, Jeff Pearl, Mark Lajeunesse, and a host of others, all looking to improve their standings with only 3 laps complete. This is a 40-lap feature with a lot of action sure to be coming your way. Tucker Reynolds still out front and flying. He's got a couple of car length advantage over Moose Hewitt. Vinny Anglace running a distant third at the present time, but we've got caution out on the speedway. Looks as though the 65 was a rookie. On the outside of 5-time past champion Moose Hewitt as they lead him off that 4th turn. Once again, Reynolds wins the drag race into turn number 1. Hewitt motors around the outside as Vinny Anglace mounting a challenge. Anglace falls off just a bit as Jimmy Broderick moves to the outside and grabs off that 3rd spot. Also on the move is Phil Rondeau in the 54 car. He's being followed by the 33 of Lajeunesse. They've got themselves a freight train going in that outside lane, pedal to the metal. Everybody looking to charge to the front of the field. A lot of heavy hitters already up front. This one should prove to be a real barn burner. The field somewhat stretched out around the 1/3 mile oval. Tucker Reynolds again out front. Jerry Pearl on the move with the 43 car, but we've got caution once again. Green flag sends him off once again. Tucker Reynolds again on top, car number 7. This time he's got Jimmy Broderick to the inside of Moose Hewitt. A little bump and go back in the back, and that sends somebody sideways into turn number 2. The field fires up once again. Green is out. We're back underway. Jimmy Broderick sends up sparks as he and Moose Hewitt come together in the middle of the turn. Keep your eyes on the front of the field. Running awful fast, awful tight. All the top runners running towards the front of the field. Everybody looking for racing room. It's going to be tough to pass, inside or outside. And we do see some sparks coming out from the middle of the pack. Tucker Reynolds still out front. He's been there for 10 consecutive laps. Quite a feat for a young rookie driver. Actually, he's only had about 6 weeks of experience. Paul Ingalls off the pace with car number 4. Donnie Bedell off the racetrack on turn 1. Was back on at turn 2, then swung. Side by side, doesn't last too long. Tucker Reynolds stays down low. Broderick looks to the outside. Phil Rondeau ducks down low. Rondeau in his 2nd battle of the night, running in the top 3. This time he's on the inside with the 54 car. Todd Cervello, David Gaeta, Mark Lajeunesse, and a host of others still right there. Action aplenty up front. Jimmy Broderick able to battle back on the outside. He's up to 2nd. Look at Todd Cervello, car number 31, a strong running rookie as well. He's up to the 4th spot. Cervello closed in rather rapidly, gave way a bit. Now looks as though he's gathering his thoughts and looking to charge back to the front. Everybody up front, running nose to tail. 6 laps shy of the halfway mark. Everybody still biding their time. They know it's a long way to the checker. Mike Gator on the move with the 21 car. He moves up to the inside of Lajeunesse. They battle for the 6th spot. Lajeunesse content for that outside lane with the 33. He looks around the outside of David Gator's number 27. Broderick was close. He made a good stab at it, but unfortunately came up a bit short for his efforts, and that opened the door for Phil Rondeau once again. Although Tucker Reynolds, with a comfortable 3-car length advantage, driving like a seasoned veteran. The young man doing quite a job out front. Jimmy Broderick, a very determined individual aboard car number 3. Broderick running second. He's got Phil Rondeau right there with the 54 car. We've got a car off the speedway in turn number 4. It appears to be the 12X of Gary Dyer. He's back underway. We're at the halfway mark. It's 20 laps down, 20 to go. The more seasoned veterans realize they've got a long time. Jerry Pearl jumps out of line, ends up in the wall in turn number 1. Last week's feature winner, Scott Spaulding, is also there. There is another car involved, spun around just in front of another rookie on the outside. This one's a long way from being over. Keep your eyes on that front 7 or 8 rows. A lot of side-by-side action here on the front straightaway. Everybody hard on the throttle. Broderick makes a bit to the outside. He's got the 3 out front. Reynolds wisely tucks it right in behind the leader. Lap number 21, we finally have a new leader as Tucker Reynolds gets credit with leading the first 20 laps. A real commendable job for a young rookie, now standing tall in the number 2 spot. Todd Cervello takes a peek to the outside with the 31. Sparks fly between him and Phil Rondeau. Rondeau has a problem through the turns. Everybody settles down. It appears Todd Cervello looking to the outside around the 7 of Tucker Reynolds. Reynolds is sideways, problems up front. A nice easy slide, but as you can see, everybody taking evasive action. So feature time for the open wheel modifieds. They wind him up once again as Jimmy Broderick and Todd Cervello. As Jimmy Broderick quickly takes over control. Problems back in the pack. Moose Hewitt and Mike Gator come together. That's short-lived. Everybody settles down. Again, everybody's charging to the front of the field. Larry Lamphere, the man with a mission, car number 12. He's in hot pursuit of the front runners. Tough break for Mark Lajeunesse. He's boxed in and just can't get on track. Right now it's a 15-lap shootout. Without the benefit of another caution, it's going to be a long evening for the Lajeunesse company. Lajeunesse at the back of the pack trying to catch up, but that's a lot of ground to make up in a very short time. Meanwhile, back up front, it's a battle for the lead. The 3 of Jimmy Broderick. And then we got contact in turn number 4. Oh, more contact as the cars begin to pile in. Let's see who does and who doesn't get by. But we've got about wars. Moose Hewitt, a 5-time past champion. Phil Rondeau in his own right, a many-time past late model champion. This one's going to go right down to the checkered flag. Rondeau with a good jump off the turn, but we see the lazy green coming out. So it looks as though the caution flag will be coming out, and as we speak, it does. And the gears, Rondeau gets a good bite off the turn. Moose Hewitt up in that 2nd spot as Mike Gator and Donnie Fowler bad for the 3rd spot. David Gator comes charging forward with the 27, Lajeunesse in the 33, and the 47 of Scott Spaulding all coming to the front. Inside lane, gets the bite. Looks as though Donnie Fowler hung out to dry with the 26 car. That's not the lane to be in at the present time, as everybody is freight training their way to the front. Jimmy Broderick with no exception, playing a little high-speed bumper attack as he breaks back into the top 7. Everybody looking to salvage a good finish. Phil Rondeau, on the other hand, has mowed it out front. Moose Hewitt being challenged by the 21 of Mike Gator. Looks as though the one of Donnie Bennell pulling off the backstretch. Black flag also being prepared for yet another competitor. Looks to be the U2 of Jimmy Smith, as we've got 2 cars in the wall in turn number 2. We do see the 47 of Scott Spaulding really determined to pick up the big bucks tonight. Most of these drivers very determined to finish good. Phil Rondeau once again able to blast from the inside. Michael Gator testing the waters, gets by Moose Hewitt. Here comes Mark Lajeunesse on the inside as well. Lajeunesse and Hewitt side by side. Lajeunesse able to take advantage, he's up to 3rd. Lajeunesse definitely working his way back. He brings Todd Ciravello along as well. Ciravello up to 4th. David Gator now working to take that spot as Gator looks to grab off the 5th position. Donnie Fowler on the move with the 26 car. Meanwhile, Phil Rondeau able to look to a little daylight as Michael Gator and Mark Lajeunesse run 2nd and 3rd. Rondeau out front, 17 laps to go, and counting. Take that 7 laps to go. Wow, we're adding a whole lot of laps to this one. It's only a 7-lap shootout, folks. Actually, it's going to be 6 as they cross the stripe this time, Mark. That equates out to 2 full miles of competition. And Jimmy Smith once again smoking with the U2 car being given the black flag. Handful of laps remaining, 5 more times around. As Phil Rondeau out front, Michael Gator holding on to that 2nd spot. Mark Lajeunesse, Todd Ciravello, David Gator, Moose Hewitt, and Donnie Fowler. That's how they fall in line. That's at least the top 7. Vinny Angley, Gary Dyer, Warren Lee, the one of Donnie Bennell. After that, it appears to be the 98 of Frank Luccharo. We're guessing at that last car. The number's just a bit hard to find. Popsicle sticks due out next time around. Jimmy Smith parks the U2 in the infield. We've got a 2-lap shootout coming as Phil Rondeau for his 2nd win of the year.
Phil Rondeau with about a 2-car length advantage over the 21 of Mike Gator. White flag coming out this time around. As Phil Rondeau looking for a 2nd modified win of the season. Continues to have a comfortable margin over the 21 of Mike Gator. Your leader working his way through the turns for the final time as Phil Rondeau picks up the win.
That early race spin. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's month of August 40-lap modified championship. Pull those pants up, Phil Rondeau. Okay, buddy, your 2nd win of the year. You know, it can't really take away the hurt from last Saturday night, but you still got to feel pretty good knowing the car was more than equal and ready for tonight's competition.
Oh, the car's running real good. I thank Ronnie, North End Auto Parts, Statewide Recovery, all the guys on the crew. I mean, these guys worked their heart out, and you know, last week we had a little bit of tough luck there, judgment call, but yeah, we'll get over it, you know, we keep going.
Well, you know, it's got to slow you down a little bit, but yet everybody seemed to work just a little bit harder to get you back into the action tonight. That's got to make you feel pretty good that they're willing to extend themselves that much and work extra hard.
Oh, yeah, everybody works real hard, you know, and then after something like that happens, you work even harder, you know, and I think maybe I even drive a little bit harder then, too.
Well, you know, you're a guaranteed start, not a guaranteed starter, but a preferred starter in the upcoming race of champions down at the Flemington Speedway. Any possibility of you taking this car or another ride down here to represent the Waterford Speedbowl in October?
I'll have to talk to the owner and see what he wants to do.
Well, you know, you've had an opportunity at that particular event in the late model division, so you really know what it's all about. I'm sure that's got to be a leg up for the competition.
Oh yeah, it helps out a lot to go down there with that. Gives you a little more incentive to go down.
Well, right now we're going to let you go over to Joe Gerber as Phil Rondeau picks up his second win of the year, and he'll be the preferred starter in the upcoming Race of Champions in October down at the Flemington Speedway.